Hi guys, it's Dave here from Metal-Roos. I've got the one and only Max Cavalera here. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, good. Um, all right, so you've had a lot of stuff going on, and you come down to Australia in January for Cavalera.
Yeah, we're very excited. Looking forward to start the year with touring in Australia with Cavalera with my brother.
Yep,
It's fantastic. It's a great show. It's like I call it nostalgic brutality,
yep,
uh, because that's what it is. You have the feeling of nostalgia
yep,
going back in time, but it's brutal as hell. It's like very aggressive, very dark.
yep,
Um, you know, those records they mean a lot to a lot of people, including myself.
yep,
And the way we did them was like we did it was done from the heart, the re-recordings, and now the touring of it is incredible. It's just so much fun. Uh, I get to play with my brother. I get to play with my son and Travis.
yep.
It's a family event, and it's combined with we go all out. We got the spikes, the bullet belts.
Yep.
It's like it's full on back in time feeling. Traveling back in time, and you just feel the excitement of that era because that was an era.
It
That
was,
those
yeah,
those records came out. It was the beginning of extreme metal. It's the birth of extreme music, and I'm so glad and lucky that we got to be part of that in the beginning, and now
real a
we
lot
get
to do with creating that.
yeah, and then we it's good to be it's I'm so lucky to be alive and be able to um yeah reintroduce that to a new generation of people that never saw that, never got to be part of that. They get to see it now. It's incredible. It's an incredible feeling.
Yeah, I actually have old VHS of that era of yourself in the band back then, but and introducing that to my 17-year-old. So I actually gifted her the VHS, so she's been watching that, your original kind of recordings and stuff like that. So she's getting into that as well, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what's so cool about this thing I do with my brother. That this re-recordings. I think they open a portal to a bunch of people that uh some of them didn't even knew this album existed,
Yep.
and there's some of them that knew that it existed, but just like us, the production is quite crap. We didn't have money,
Yep.
so we couldn't really create them the way we wanted, and we did the best we could at that time with what
Yep.
we had.
Yep.
But we had the chance now in 23 to go into a real studio with a real producer and recreate magic and make those songs come back to life. It's really quite amazing. It's
It
almost
is.
like um Nosferatu type shit. It's bringing the dead back to life. You
Yeah.
know, this recording was incredible to do it. It's incredible to be part of it, and it's incredible to play them live.
Yeah, and I've been smashing those couple of re-recorded albums that you've done, and just I love the production that you've got. You've still sounds modern, sounds nice, but I don't know the heart you've captured of that original sound. I just think you absolutely nailed it with that.
Thank you, and I hear that from a lot of people, and I think the secret, if you ask me what's the secret, how you guys manage to do that,
Yeah,
um, I think the main thing was um, we weren't really too attached with the idea of first of all we didn't wanted to rewrite anything. Like everything is done, so I
yeah,
didn't change one riff. All the riffs are
yeah,
exactly the same.
yeah,
Just got to play them better, and record them better. But I think also what makes those re-recordings stand out is that we kept it aggressive. It's dirty. It's greedy. It's
Yeah.
angry. Um,
Yeah.
so
Not
it's kind of,
overproduced.
it's not overproduced.
Yeah.
It's still heavy as it balls out heavy.
Yeah.
It's still aggressive, and just like just like putting a bracelet with spikes and a bullet belt felt right, felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Re-recording them, it was the same feeling. And I didn't think we didn't think too much about it. It wasn't like the thing of like, oh my god, I don't know what people gonna think. I don't know. I'm scared. Like
Yeah.
none of that. It's like, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
record, press play. We're on, and we record them really in a nostalgic analog way. Of course, it wasn't analog,
Yeah.
but we actually play all everything us ourselves. All the
Yeah.
instruments, and we didn't use really Pro Tools like
Yeah.
you sometimes you use Pro Tools in the studio. I actually record every riff. I wanted to do it like if it was a young Max
Yeah.
Cavalera recording. How I did it when I was 15 when I made the record.
Yeah.
And I think because of that, we were able to capture the spirit of the original with a good, badass sound, but still with the spirit of the original. The angry spirit of the original, which is, don't lose that. That
Yeah.
would have been a massive mistake if
Look,
we lose that spirit, and that's why I think a lot of people love the re-recordings. And now it's great that we get to make a real set list based on this 3 records. It's a long set list. We have
yeah.
plenty of stuff to play, and we're gonna play some other stuff anyway that we always do. So it's gonna be a fun show.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was my next question, was what the set list is like. So it's off the 3 albums, is it?
Yeah, the majority of the bulk of the 3 albums, and then some surprises. We'll leave it like that.
Yeah. Leave it as a
Let's
surprise.
always good to have some surprises in the end of the set. People unexpected cover songs and stuff like that. But I think all somehow related to the trilogy. In a way,
Yeah.
whatever connects to the trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. So you've been down to Australia quite a few times over those. Well, what's it coming up to 40 years? You would have been touring. Hey.
Looking forward to Harry's pie in get some of the Harry's tiger pie.
Oh, yep, yep. Yeah, they're great. Hey. So Sydney, you would
Yeah,
have got that.
yeah. In Sydney, we always go to the train
Yep.
cart.
There's
Um,
there's
that's
one of
that's one
them
of my
up where I
favorite.
live as well. I'm about 2 hours out of Sydney, and there's a second one of them as well. So I go
I'm
there
also
quite
look.
often.
I'm also very looking forward to play Hobart for the first time. I never been to Hobart.
Yeah, Hobart's beautiful.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, it's if you can get a day off there, that's the place to kind of look around. It's really nice. It's reminiscent of Europe, I guess, but it's just such a beautiful place.
that's cool. Yeah, I hope we have a day off there. I don't know yet, but yeah, I always love Australia, man. It's great there. I mean, the the fan size, it's one thing, but also the country itself. I always enjoy the traveling and the scenery, the vibes. It's incredible, and so we are very, again. What a great way to start the year, with this tour. You start the year the right way, touring.
Yeah, 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 totally. How do you find it to? Because most of the places you guys have toured would be a northern hemisphere. Do you find it very different to everywhere else in the world?
Not the fans. I have to be I have to confess to you, metal fans are very unique and similar around the world. They all
Yeah,
they love their metal,
yeah,
and they're not shy to express how much they love it. They come at me, they scream, they want me to scream. You
Yeah.
know, they grab my arm like scream like like
Yeah.
give me a Max scream right now. Um, also, they are they're very honest, and so they have a bullshit meter.
Yeah.
So if you try to bullshit them, you're gonna get caught. So you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you gotta be on your toes, man. And that's the thing. Like you have to be like prepared, and
Yeah. Totally.
that makes us really kind of take care of what we're doing musically. Everything gotta be prepared right because you can't bullshit them and they'll call you out. They will call
Yeah.
you. And I love that. I think that's great.
Yeah. It's a great thing. It's a good thing about Australia. That kind
Yeah, I
of real
mean,
honest attitude.
yeah, like maybe in pop music, maybe they don't have that. They're all just ass kissing, but
Yeah. Yeah.
in metal, it's like, if you
Yeah.
fuck up, you fuck up, they let you know.
Yeah. 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 Totally. So touring again with Igor, your brother, and your son as well. How's the kind of family dynamic on tour? You guys have been pretty close forever, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. Family's big for me. In fact, when I made my family, when I married Gloria, um, and our first son was born Zion. I mentioned to her like we're gonna start our own tribe, and she
Yeah.
didn't know what the hell I was talking about. But
Yeah.
I meant what I meant about that was that we're gonna create um a really metal family, organic, not made by Hollywood people
Yeah.
that put people together in a room and try to act like no, no, no. This is real, a real, uh, full blooded metal family, and
Yeah.
I'm proud of. I'm proud of that, and it's incredible, like what we achieved through the years. I feel like very I'm the luckiest person in the world. I get to work with I get to work with my brother, I get to work with my son, I get to work with my wife. Um of course we disagree, there's fights and arguments and all of that, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't have it any other way, man. It's great. I love it. And I love that the family is a fucking metal family. I love that.
Yeah, that's so cool. And it's not something a lot of people would get to have, and especially touring with family, a lot of people wouldn't get to experience that. I think that's an amazing thing to have.
Right. And then the other thing is the way we went about it. Also, I was very conscious not to force the metal on my kids
Yeah,
because I think as a parent, if you force something, they rebel against it.
of course.
They so I was very like in the beginning, I actually didn't even try to play metal for them. I let them discover on their own
Yeah,
type thing. And by bringing them on tour with us, they got exposed to the world, to that world, and of course, they met Ozzy and Metallica and all these big names, and
yeah,
they saw this world that we live in, and they're like, "Oh shit, this is what my parents do for a living." It's quite amazing,
yeah,
I want
totally.
I want to be part of that,
Yeah,
uh, and I got lucky that they actually are good musicians. That's the other thing. Like, I hope they will not be crap musicians,
yeah,
but they're really good, man. Zion is killing on the drums. Igor is incredibly talented. Like he writes books, plays bass, guitar, and he's like an old soul, man. I talk to him sometimes. I'm like I'm talking to an old soul from an old tribe.
yeah,
He's got wisdom, man. Much more wisdom than I had when I was his age. When I was his age, I was a full shithead. So yeah, it's great. I love that, and I love that I get to do that with them, and they are very excited to see Australia as well.
yeah,
I mentioned to Igor that we're going to Hobart for the first time. He was very just super excited, so it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, it'll be awesome. There's a good I can't think of the mountain at the moment, but just out of Hobart you can go up the mountain there. If you get time, go up there and have a look over Hobart. It's super awesome.
Awesome. That's really cool, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's not too far from there, but yeah, yeah, it's awesome if you get to do that. But
Right on.
what does the future look like for you guys? So you've got the third coming out, the third
Yeah, so
re-record.
I'm working on Soulfly right now. So that's my
Yep,
main thing.
yep,
New Soulfly record for next year. Very tribal, back to basics. I'm gonna let Soulfly be Soulfly again. I kind of stopped Soulfly from being Soulfly for a couple of years, and I kind of regret that a little bit. And
yep,
but now that I have Cavalera and Go Ahead and Die and Killer BQ, I get to really let Soulfly be Soulfly. Let's go back to what it was in the beginning, and
yep,
it's that tribal groove power that people love. So I'm
yep,
creating a record with that.
yep,
Uh, Hopefully some Killer BQ as well. Eventually, sometime next year,
yep,
and keep on touring. I was put on this planet to do this, and that's all I want to do. You
yeah,
know, it's all I know how to do, and it's all I want to do.
yeah. Well, I guess from the fans, that's that's what they want to hear as well. But it's so good that you're still doing it and still like I've watched live videos of you in the last few years and stuff like that. It's still kick ass. It's still so powerful, and so we appreciate it from this side.
Thank you. That's the cool thing about it is the of course, yeah, we uh we change as people as we get older, but I think there's some things in me, they are the same as they were when I was 15 years old. My passion for metal,
Yeah,
my how I feel about going on the stage, and the goosebumps,
yeah,
the excitement is like a drug. You can't really get that anywhere else except on the stage, and those things don't change. And I love that, and I love that. Like the to me is almost it's always looking forward to whatever tour we're doing, whatever album we're making. There's always they are challenges, but at the same time they are great life opportunities. And I live life for the moment. I'm not one of those guys that I don't live thinking in 10 years from now. I live for right now, for this, because I don't know what's in 10 years from now.
yeah, yeah,
I live the moment, and in the moment, this is what's going on right now. I
yeah,
I grab it with both hands, man, and
yeah.
enjoy. And I try to teach that to my kids, like enjoy the moment. Like it's a great thing. You're doing it right now. It's good to be alive. It's good to share this feeling with people around you. It's incredible. It's an incredible thing.
It is, and especially like when you get to kind of our ages and you have experienced people, either passing away or people that have had these lives that
Yeah, yeah. We have
you can't,
many
yeah,
greats. Many greats passed away lately. Like it's sad,
yeah,
uh even like like the passing of Lemmy was a deal. And
yeah,
um you know it's it it makes you look at life, your own mortality, eventually is gonna happen.
yeah,
And that's what I mean about living the moment. I
yeah,
gotta the moment.
yeah. That's right, because you don't know how long that moment is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I have to live in the moment, and I do live in the moment. And I look at things that we're doing right now. I love them. I love the tour coming up. I love the creation of a new Soulfly record.
Yeah,
And I love to do more stuff with my brother, because we had this 10-year apart that we didn't speak.
yeah,
So now we're back, and our relationship now is better than ever. So it's a unique thing.
yeah, totally. All right. Well, thanks heaps for your time, and I'll leave you there. You've probably got more interviews to do, but I appreciate getting to meet you and chatting, and you've given me some insights.
Thank you, brother. I'll see you in Australia.
All right. See you there.
Take care, bro.
Okay. Bye bye.